you find yourself in a disharmonious relationship, it's your fault. Building that muscle to conquer your inner state, that is all of our callings. Another day, another reflection on the daily Vedantic. We back out here in the old back house here in LA, and today's reflection is cousins to a reflection that I was thinking about and spoke about in one of the episodes. I think it was 3 days ago, on There's Only You. So if you want a tangential episode to this one, feel free to go check that one out. This one is a little more poignant to human relationships and finding harmony in any relationship. And that's through this concept. Within the philosophy of Vedanta, you can find harmony in any relationship if one party is unselfish. If you have two people, and one person is unselfish, you'll have harmony. Two people going out to dinner, one doesn't care which restaurant you go to. So let's go where you want to go. Oh, let's sit at whatever table you want to sit at. Oh, you take the good seat with the view if that's the seat you want. Let's order whatever you want. Oh, you want to go somewhere else for dessert? Let's do it. One party being unselfish is all that's needed for harmony. Therefore, if you find yourself in a disharmonious relationship, it's your fault. Something that Swami will say at the ashram when people will come see him before lectures, and sometime outside in this maybe private setting that they're seeing him one-on-one, and they come to complain about someone or something. And he'll simply reply with, "It's your fault. It's always your fault." The less contentious will think about it, reflect on it, see how it might be their fault. You find yourself in any distressing situation in work, with your children, a spouse, a sibling, a parent-in-law, any disharmony you're experiencing. From this philosophical lens, and I believe it to be true, it is your fault. A landlord wants to get rid of you from the place you've not just grown accustomed to, but you've cultivated one hell of an attachment for. Under the perception, the illusion that you need to be in this place to be happy. That discomfort, it's your fault. How you feel when a sibling says something to get under your skin and you feel like it's completely untrue or way too harsh. That attachment to your name, that attachment to everyone thinking a certain thing about you, saying certain things about you, that attachment, that discomfort, it's your fault. That discontent you feel when you don't have the good seat at dinner. That selfishness of, dang, this seat's uncomfortable. And yeah, I want my spouse to be comfortable, but I kind of want to be more comfortable than they are in this scenario. That discontent, it's your fault. This blew my mind when I heard it for the first time. It's always your fault. And yet you apply a little bit of intellect to any scenario. A little bit of reflection. Man, it starts to weave its way into all of life's discontents, discomforts. To where you're no longer this helpless individual where someone can harm me and someone can help me. And this great teacher, Vedantic, described it this way of, if someone can harm you and someone can help you, you're helpless. You sit in the middle. And at any point in time, someone can harm you. Any point in time you require someone else to come help you, you're helpless. And yet humans aren't helpless. We might not be able to conquer some external circumstance that we want to conquer. But our inner state, we're told over and over and over again, by every major religion, by nearly every major philosophy, that we can conquer that. It's our duty to conquer that inner state. To not be controlled by external circumstance. And it is perfectly natural to not have that capability yet if you are building these muscles of managing your internal state independent of external circumstance. But we are not helpless. There is not a major philosophy or major religion in the world that tells you you're helpless in managing your inner state. Again, you might not be able to bench press 200 pounds on day one of going into the gym, but building that muscle to conquer your inner state, that is all of our callings. That is our duty. And on our path to mastering our inner state, if we're not there yet, one of the most helpful mantras we can repeat to ourselves when we find ourselves in the midst of discomfort, disorientation, discontent, is that it is all my fault, not someone else's. Whatever discomfort or discontent we find ourselves, harmony is right around the corner with an application of an unselfish pursuit, unselfish action, acts of generosity and service and sacrifice, with a higher ideal, our eyes set on a higher ideal than a selfish one. Therefore, whatever gap we find, what we're seeking and where we are, when it comes to that inner state, it is all our fault. At first, that can sound disempowering, but it is actually the only empowering perspective there is, because the alternative is the ultimate disempowerment. It's helplessness. That's today's reflection on the daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.